Hey guys, so today I wanted to do an everyday makeup look. This is going to be perfect for getting brunch with the girls. I'm going to dinner with my man, or I'm on vacation and I want to look like a baddie every day. So let's get started. Junior want to not be on my I can't really see what did I miss. So I've already prepped and primed my face. I did sunscreen, and for primer I use the e.l.f. Power Grip. And you know, our products are gonna look a little rough over here because we use these. Next step, I always do my brows first. Another e.l.f. oldie but goodie. I use this to prep my brows, adding a little love to them before I draw them in. So what you do, they do have it labeled brow and lash side. My brow side is beat up, but that's okay. You just kind of want to make sure you get all of your hairs I'm gonna go in for a little bit more. Okay, so after that dries down, I go in with my brow pencil. This is just your average beauty supply store brown pencil. And I love it. I've been using it for years. It's literally $1.99. So after that brow gel has set, I just go in and draw my desired shape. So what you want to do is you do want to go lighter in the front. You don't want to use a whole bunch of product because that is what gets your brow to look as natural as possible. Once you get to filling in the front of that brow and getting it to be really dark and dramatic, it just takes away from your whole look. And I do love a good brow. My brow is going into my hairline. And your outline doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna go back and clean it up. And you see how I kind of just totally ignored that front part of the brow because I don't want to go too dark and too heavy. You don't want people looking like, okay, she dropped her brows, you know? But sometimes you do, if that makes sense. You just kind of want to fill up those spots that are a little sparse. Then we're gonna go back and clean it. I think I've drawn them to my liking, so we're gonna go in with our concealer and clean these up. To clean our brows, we're gonna use an oldie but goodie that I will never get rid of. You guessed it, the LA Girl Pro Concealer. If this is not in your makeup kit, you're doing it all wrong. I don't know what else to tell you. Cool Tan. I have about 3 different shades that I'm absolutely obsessed with. It's Cool Tan, Fawn. Those are my 2 actually. Cool Tan and Fawn. These right here, chef's kiss. I'm gonna go in with the color Cool Tan. Okay. We're just kind of going through and cleaning up that tail. I do like that my tail to be a tad skinnier, but at the same time, I love big dramatic brows. I'll probably regret it later, but right now, we love a good brow. And I'm such a use your fingers makeup girly. You're gonna get sick of me, but this is how I've perfected it over time. And it gives me that good, clean, natural blend that I'm looking for. I don't use a brush. I probably should. So I also like to kind of go in and rough up that front part of the brow as well, just so again it can give you that natural look, because nobody's front brow is just absolutely square. It's a little more sparse in the front, and that's what makes it more natural. Now that we've got our brows to our liking, you can go back in with the e.l.f. brow gel and just this is going to give you that neat, just left the salon brow look that we love. And at the same time, this is going to set everything in place. So if you accidentally hit it or something like that, it's not gonna move. And if you make a little mistake, you can go back in with here. We can start on our foundation. So I'm not gonna lie, I love to put on my foundation with my fingers. I learned that many moons ago from Sandra Deluxe, the OG YouTube baddie, and she would put everything on with her fingers, and I've been doing it ever since. I just love the way the product melts into your skin when it has skin to skin contact. It's just something about those two and the warmth of your hands that just makes that foundation pristine. I'm gonna do a little bit with my hands, and then I'll do a little bit with the brush just so you can see, but I'll probably finish it off with my fingers. Yeah. So this is literally my favorite foundation right now. Yeah, once I find something that I really love, I tend not to steer away from it because my skin is so sensitive. We don't even play them games. We don't even play like that. Once I found this, I was done. I didn't need to see nothing else. Y'all, comment what is your favorite foundation ever. I always ask this question because I want to try new things and I just never do. So comment your favorite foundation right now and why you love it and why I need it. And yeah, what I do, like I said, when I say I use my hands, I use my hands. So I'm just gonna take a little bit here. Now wait a minute. Take a little bit here and then simply just the blend is just impeccable. I just love it. This is just a Real Techniques 200 foundation brush. This is the side that I did with my hand, and this is the side that I'm doing with the brush. And I'm just using so much more product than when I just use my finger. So we're all, you know, we're not wasteful. You know, I just feel like this is rough. It's so rough to me. I'm not trying to get makeup on the waves. So since I have a hooded, droopy eye, I like to place my lashes that last outer corner a little bit higher up, just to kind of open my eye up a little bit. Since this is a dramatic lash and I love dramatic lashes, I just kind of want to keep my eyes looking as open as possible because it's so easy for you to put that dramatic lash on and be in every picture. So my absolute favorite concealer right now is, you guessed it, the Tarte Ultra Creamy. I love, first of all, I love the shade that this comes in. This is the shade Medium Tan Golden. And when I say it gives you just that right yellow, sun-kissed under eye, this is the shade. I'm a lot of product girly. For y'all that just do it a little bit, I can't do that. I'm envious, but I love a good thick under eye. Let's put on some concealer. Like, don't be scared. Like me, I'm gonna put on a lot, and I do. I wish I could do the, I'm just gonna, just a little bit. No, I can't. I have to put on a lot. And this is for the girlies that love them a good under eye, because I have Chanel bags and they're hereditary and there's nothing I can do. I do want to get Botox, but we'll talk about that another time. And then I like to mix Sephora Bright Future. This is pretty close to my, it looks super light on camera, but it's just different undertone. And I should have put it on like this. So I like to let my concealer dry down a little bit because I just feel like it just sets better. It is what it is. So y'all, again, my stuff is beat up because I use it. I use This is the NYX matte setting spray. I've been using this for a while too. I do want to try Charlotte Tilbury. I'll get that soon. We'll go in a little Ulta haul or Sephora haul. So I'll let that dry down. I'm trying to think if I want to add another shade of concealer. Of course I do, right? So yes, we're gonna add a little bit of fine, because like I said, this is for the girlies that love under eye. This is what works for me. Like I need that coverage. It is what it is. So while we're letting that dry down, I take a little bit of my NYX matte finish, and oh my goodness. So now that the concealer has dried down a little bit, a lot of it, we're gonna go in just with a little flat beauty blender and blend that baby, okay? I like to go all the way to the tippy top. It looks super light on camera, but we love a bright under eye. And we just lightly pat because we don't want to get rid of all that beautiful product that we just placed. Now that we have our concealer how we want it, trust me, it looks a mess right now, but trust the process. We're gonna go in with the baddie of them all. We're gonna go in with Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade Natural Buff number 230. And since we like a bright under eye, it is a little brighter. I've used it to death, but this is gonna give you that. Oh, we love a bright under eye. So and it really just takes it up a notch. And when I tell you this is not gonna move the whole night, it's not gonna move. And as I think about it, I did not do my nose contour or anything. It's fine. So now that that's set, I can go back and do my little forehead contour. And so I'm gonna nut my other beauty blender and kind of just go up. And this is just a little e.l.f. foundation brush that I got. I like using it for this because it gets really down. I use it for this too. We love a bronze baddie. And I'm gonna go in, please don't laugh. I don't know. I don't know what bronzer this is. I think it's Kiss New York from the beauty supply store. But I loved it because they gave you that shade range that we love. It's so bronzy. just go in those crevices of my nose just to create a nice little contour. Kind of love that. Just being careful not to mess up all that pretty concealer and foundation work that we did. I know it looks scary now. It does. No, I don't know. I like to get in these little creases of my forehead just to create that look. Now that I kind of got it to my liking, like I said, we're gonna kind of go back in and get rid of those harsh lines. And this is just some leftover concealer that I had on my little beauty blender. And if you want to go back in and make it more dramatic, we can. But I think I kind of got mine to my liking. I don't like to go too crazy, but I like to go crazy, if you know what I mean. So for me, I feel like I'm bronzed enough. And now I feel like I've done my base. I'm good. So we set the under eye, and then I want to go back in again with the NYX setting spray. This is the matte version. I'm not a dewy girl. I'm dewy enough on my own. I'm so oily. So I go back in with the setting spray. And yes, I like a lot because once this dries down, it's gonna blend everything perfectly. You'll see. So while that dries down, I do like to do a little bit of bottom mascara. So my favorite trick is priming those bottom lashes so you can get that long, dreamy bottom lash that we all love. So my trick is to use some of your setting powder that you're gonna eventually set our face with in just a moment. Come under here. This is not the right brush. Come under here and just get a little bit of that setting powder on your lashes. You can see it here, it's kind of picking up. And that is what's going to help that mascara stick to that lash and make them look even longer. Okay, so this is the setting powder. I'm gonna go in with that now. And this is my HD Flawless Absolute New York. I love Absolute New York. That's a beauty supply store brand, and it's that girl. I've been finding it at TJ Maxx for $4.99, and in the store it's like $8.99, $9.99. So that is your tip for today. When you're looking for, you know, high-end makeup and really good makeup, go to TJ Maxx. Go to TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx and Marshalls, because I found them both. We love a TJ Maxx. I'm just going in with my setting powder. This is a golden, and I told you I'm such a golden girl. And I'm just going and trying to get rid of that oil. I'm such a shiny girl. We love that though. That's gonna keep us looking younger. And I kind of just go all over it, you know. If you know, you know. If you're oily, you got to do what you got to do. So, see that yellow glow that it gives us? Just eats every time. So I'm good with my setting powder, good with my setting spray. Last, we're gonna do the bottom lashes, and then we're going to do our lips. So I told you guys, I'm gonna get some more of that setting powder. And just go under here. Now what I'm about to tell you, can't tell nobody. This is my favorite mascara ever, and it's $1.99. You heard me, $1.99. Nika K in the beauty supply store, I love her. Wherever you are, you're making this, keep it up. What else did we use from Nika K? We love these, and we love a retractable eye pencil that we don't have to sharpen. You kidding? So with the bottom mascara, after you've prepped and put that extra little setting powder under there, your lashes are going to be able to grip that product a little bit better. You can already see that was one little swipe, and it's like, okay, girl. So as you can see, I've gotten so much in my eye on accident. So I'm gonna show you what I do to clean this up. So I just get some Q-tips. I put a little water on it, and I kind of scoop that product that we don't want, and I go back in with my concealer and powder it all over again. The life of a girl. This is like makeup's worst nightmare, seriously. Not bad. So after a few passes of the mascara, you'll be able to see those lashes holding on to that product and getting a little bit longer after we add the setting spray. And I told you I love a dramatic bottom lash, so you can kind of see it's building up, and I like to play around with it and make it match the lash a little bit. I've got that bottom lash looking how I want to look it. Looking how I want to look it. I'm gonna go in with one of my go-to lippies. Just a plain brown lip liner. We love a dark brown. And I kind of like to just fill in those corners a little bit to give it that ombre look. So first we're going to go in, after we blind our lips, we're gonna go in with our Fortune Cookie by NYX. This is the NYX Butter Gloss. And I'm just going to put a little bit in the center. I love the way it smells. After you're done with Nick's fortune cookie, you're going to go in with one of my absolute faves from e.l.f. I love this line of lip gloss. So we're going to go in with our e.l.f. lip plumping gloss, and this is my favorite plumping gloss. Like, and that's it. That's gonna be our final look. This is our everyday, and that's gonna be our final look. This is our everyday let's be a baddie look. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Tell me what you think. Tell me what I need to improve. Help me. Let's be sisters. Love y'all. Bye.